Everyone. We are here for the second segment of First Lady Tea Time. I have my sisters with me this evening, and we're here again to support you. Ladies, please take a moment and introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Stacy Holmes. Good to see everyone this evening. Thank you for chiming in.
And I'm Anita Frazier. Thank you for having me again, Sister Connect. We're back like we never left.
We're missing our other sister, Denise. We're hoping that she's feeling better. Please keep her in your prayers. So this evening we have a special shout out to our YPD. Tomorrow, Friday, May 1st at 7 p.m., our very own Sasa Shelton will be leading a discussion on spirituality in youth and feminism. She will have two special guests, Lady Reverend Rochelle Settles and Lady Marsha Myers will be there tomorrow. So please don't miss it. It's going to be a great segment. So let's get started. Woo! Let's get started with reality. Yes.
Your turn, Stacey. Oh, I didn't take a sip. Hold on.
Take a sip.
Sorry, we gotta work that out. We gotta get more in sync on that.
We gotta get that
Sorry,
out.
guys.
Absolutely. Next time.
Next time.
So, as you guys know, that there are some places that are opening up hair salons, opening up movie theaters, and if
so crazy.
California opened up today, if the stay-at-home order was lifted, would you go get your hair done, or would you go to the movies, or would you do none of the above?
No,
none of the above.
I will say though, I would not go to the movies. No, not in a rush to go there. Now, hair and stuff. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, being that I always get my hair done.
Girl, your hair is fabulous.
So I'm never in a beauty shop. So
me either.
The beauty shop is not a place I'd be anyway.
When something is taken from you, you feel like you have to get. And I never get my hair done either. But I feel like since it's taken from me, I want to go get it done.
Yes.
I
get that.
I have the option is taken from me. So
right.
I was like, even though I don't.
That's just like when they close the bars. When they close the bars and the clubs, I was like, they closing bars and clubs. And then I was like, I don't go to the bars and the club.
But since it's taken from you, the option is gone off the table.
Right.
Right.
It definitely becomes more appealing for you.
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
Well, sadly, I have to say that I am addicted to getting my hair done. I am sadly missing hair dye right now. The gray has waged a war against what's left of the color in my hair. So I am very sad about that. And I'm in mourning. However, I have no desire to go get my hair done.
Right. I have no desire to be amongst the masses.
I really think that I don't want to be the test case, especially because, personally, I think they're going to probably, today is the 30th, stay-at-home order is going to be lifted on the 15th. Realistically, everybody thinks it's going to be extended to the 30th, but on June 1st, I will not be the first person,
up in there,
or looking
lab
like
ratting.
Open. That's
right.
That's not going to be me. I still am hesitant, and I think realistically, as much as it's killing me not to go, I'm going to wait a month before I start,
that's smart. That's very smart.
Myself and reintroducing myself to, people, going out again. I mean, just thinking about, even though like they have the in the stores right now, they limit the amount of people, but there's still people that don't respect the physical distance.
No. Even actually last weekend we went to Trader Joe's, and they had like a line, it's like literally like 10 people. Now it was just a free fall. Like they still had the blue lines and stuff, like the 6 feet and stuff, but it was still a lot of people. They weren't even waiting at the door. Everybody was coming in. So I was just like, what's happening?
Wow, that's
What's
crazy.
changed?
Yeah.
Well, you know, yeah, I don't think, and then going to the movies, you know, Netflix has always been my friend, and now Netflix is my bestest friend. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, you need to get Netflix cousin
Yes.
Hulu.
Oh,
Hulu's
I
good
have
too.
Netflix cousin
And
Hulu.
Disney
I have
Plus and Disney
Netflix
Plus.
first cousin Disney.
Yes. Yes. Cousin
They got
Disney.
all your needs.
Cousin
there,
Disney,
all
you're
your
set.
needs.
And I got and I have the stepchild Amazon Prime, so I have
Yeah, me
all.
too. Oh, yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yes, I got all. Yeah,
It's really a stepchild though, because Amazon may have some stuff
Yeah.
like, what is on here? Some stuff that you don't think about.
right. But you know, I'm like sister
Amazon
sis.
Prime has those
We
ratchet.
were all family, all of the video family. So
Yes.
Amazon Prime is like that straight to DVD.
Yeah.
but
They
you know,
have all the ratchet black movies.
yeah. Because like some of that stuff, after I watch it, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't pay for that. So
Right. Yep.
I think that definitely is really good about that. So what do you all think out there listening in I don't know, streaming land? I don't know what we're calling it, but what do you guys think? Go to the hair salon, go to the movie theater. I will say that I did perm my hair. It was a very stressful experience. I did perm like the sides, so we couldn't be looking like the Chia Pet anymore. But I think that's it for my excursion into doing my hair.
Yeah, you done, huh?
Well, you
You
did a
done.
good
Had it.
job. You look
You did.
beautiful.
It looks salon done.
Well, I got my beauty screen on. That's why you guys think.
Oh, that's
It's like camouflage and all of that.
There you go. But thank you, sisters. Thank you for those. Thank you for
You're welcome.
compliments. So yeah,
We have to uplift here. We're uplifting in the tea room.
uplifting
Okay.
positive.
Thank you.
So we have already decided no movie
Yeah.
theaters, and we are not getting our hair done.
No.
No.
So if it gets bad and starts to go in braids, I'm gonna have to find some YouTube video or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn how to do something. Cornrow.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, individuals.
That's what my daughter taught herself how to braid her my granddaughter's hair. She found some YouTube videos.
See,
So,
well,
So I
That is
grow a
very
little
smart.
more hair. I might be, I might be in the market for that. I might
We
be.
gonna get you some dookie braids.
It's
You're gonna be like poetic justice.
I'm gonna like Gen X.
Right.
Well, don't forget. Yeah, don't forget why you get I need those little gold clip things too. So
oh yeah, little cuff.
yeah, I need some cuffs.
We got you.
Cuffs.
That's on Amazon.
It was Amazon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The beauty supply stores is closed too.
Yeah.
So we got
Oh,
you.
I can't get my mind right to go to Costco. I can't.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can't.
I can't get my mind right to go there on a normal day, let alone
Right.
in the quarantine in the COVID-19 season now.
Yeah, it's. I can't do it in quarantine land. I can't.
No.
Go to Costco. Yeah.
Miss me.
I
They
can't.
kind
Do
of
it.
miss me.
Yeah, I'll just have to. I'll still do Target though.
You know,
I will Target
because
wear.
you know why you do Target? Because Target is a safe place for me, and it's like a one-stop shop. And they really
Right.
got the items that you just love. It's all this stuff from clothing to from home decor,
Everything.
electronics. Everything is good. there.
Yes, I can go
So
get.
I trust
I
them.
can go
I
get
trust
some
them.
lingerie and some chicken strips.
Yes,
And
girl.
get some lingerie, and some chicken strips, and then go get some
Look at TV. Yes.
You'll have a good night.
Yes, you will.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so
That's
let
so
me
funny.
know, so now we know we're not gonna get our hair done, and we're not gonna go to the movie theater.
Y'all
We-
chop that up.
Governor Newsom is coming under a lot of fire these days because of the fact that he's under a lot of pressure, especially from our folks in Orange County about
Yeah.
opening up.
Mhm.
Actually, there are a couple of folks that are suing him right now in Orange County. Yep, they are suing. Yeah, they are suing him in Orange County. They are mad. There's a person who owns the Sacramento Gun Club who's suing them, and also a Republican candidate who's running for Congress who's basically alleging that about the protest that the California Highway Patrol is unconstitutionally denying their request for permits. But my issue is, you want to have this order removed when there are still increasing deaths. You have not completely flattened the curve, and then all of you all that were out protesting, you're going to come back and then you're going to put hurting, and you're going to put stress on our healthcare system.
Exactly, which they're trying to stop to do.
Exactly.
So, selfish. Think about them too.
Yeah, and the thing is, it would be different if you were actually, if your actions didn't affect other people, But unfortunately, if you're out and about, and we don't have a vaccine, they're just starting some experimental drugs. They had an interview on CBS News this morning where they had this experimental drug that they tried. They asked several patients if they would try it, and so they asked these several patients would they try it, and there's so clear there's not enough of that to go around.
Exactly.
Still testing. So half of the people that said yes got a placebo. On top of that, so it's a little rough. I think the one blessing that's come out of this is that I can now see Bible study because it's online.
Yes.
It's really,
really good too.
I really enjoyed it yesterday. I really enjoyed it yesterday.
Yes.
I got home from work and I put it right on. I was like doing all my household chores when I come home. I was like, oh, just sit on my laptop on the table. I said, this is so pleasant.
It's very
like it.
Yeah.
Come home.
You can interact.
Right. Yeah. And I really people really had I think it was a spirited but very a very learned discussion. People were asking very pointed
very
questions.
Good questions. Yeah.
About what's in the Bible and women's property and where you find these things. So I thought that was great.
Right.
So we're gonna continue to stream our spiritual feeding at home, and we're gonna keep watching all of our video cousins.
Yeah. Video cousins.
Video cousins.
Okay.
Video.
Hulu, Amazon Prime, all them people.
Disney and them. Disney and them.
All my cousins and them.
Yeah,
and Disney and them.
Yep. There you go.
But you know what? I want to say something though, really quickly. Just giving a shout out to Gavin Newsom. He is really leading by example because he ain't had a haircut in such a long time. That's all I got to say.
He is a trailblazer, the poster child as not getting nothing done.
He's leading by example. My boss had husband cut her hair. I was like, yeah.
Nah, I'm like Edward Scissorhands. Ain't nobody want me to touch nothing.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't want me to do that.
So, we were kind of talking about maintaining our spiritual lives, and I think maybe it's time for us to segue into more of spirituality.
Oh, okay.
Right. Oh, wait. Oh, look, I sipped too soon. See?
You gotta take your time and sip.
I know. I gotta slow down. I know.
Down.
Thank you.
Go with the flow.
Thank you. Y'all so wise.
Yeah, that's why we're here. That's why we're here.
That's why Connette is your big sister.
There you go.
Look, not you, but not you, Stacey. You might.
Yeah, I'm like, I did notice the play on words.
Did you catch that?
Yes, I did. I did notice the play on words.
Did you hear the shade? The shade was real there.
Yeah, I was gonna reach in my purse and get my sunglasses. Yeah. So I was thinking about, when we were talking about last week about maintaining our spiritual lives, what does that mean? And what are people doing? And, I was thinking about, I was talking to actually one of my coworkers a couple days ago about, and she was talking to her adult kids, and they were talking about, how did we need to be praising God, through everything. And that, how easy it is for you to praise God while your bills are paid, everybody's treating you right. And, when your money starts getting funny and your change is strange and, your job may be going by the wayside. How do we as women, as God, continue to know that God is going to protect us, know that that are weeping because we could be mourning our job loss or our financial loss, and then trying to like have that conversation about about the scripture about weeping endures for a night, but joy comes in the morning.
In the morning.
But, it's metaphorical, and your night could be a minute. Your night is not your night is not from sun up to sundown, and it's
Right.
be metaphorical, and just trying to do that. I know for myself, it's when it gets rough, I have to I like to make lists. So I like start making a list of like what I'm grateful for,
Right.
because
A gratitude list that helps a lot.
Yeah.
right, because then you're not focused on you keep thinking about everything crappy that's happened or everything that's going right, but you still have a lot of things that are going wrong, and it's you're not going to be completely uplifted. Oh, thank you, thank you, but it
Right.
does make you think things could be a lot a lot worse.
A lot worse.
Absolutely.
Things could be a lot worse, and I'm gonna thank God and be grateful for the storm that I'm going through.
Mhm.
But but I still need to stay in my faith.
Right. I've been
Definitely.
so blessed to still have my job, and my fiance still have his career, and money is still flowing. But my sister, like my sister's been she's on furlough till further notice because she lives in the Inland Empire. They pushed back the stay-at-home order, so now she's got her last check from her job. She works for Loma Linda University. And so she's very, 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 very stressed. And so I feel like I've been that beacon and that light for her to uplift her and not, and just not make her be in a negative place. It's so easy to be in a negative place. And I feel like if I'm, in that negative place with her, it does not do anything. I said, let me just try to, pray with her and give her some scriptures in the morning. That actually helps me with my spirituality. It makes me become stronger because she's looking towards me to give her these scriptures every day and pray for her every day. So that's actually been really helping me. And it's very, very much a blessing that she's still maintaining, but it's hard.
Mhm.
It's very hard. And I don't want to see my sister like that.
Yeah. I know it's for me, we're blessed as well that we have all the provisions that we need, and a lot of the things that we want. So we're able
Right.
to do and like purchase things to keep us entertained and happy. And just for me, just realizing how much we don't really need and how much God really blesses us with, abundance and more.
Mhm.
And that, just recognizing that and be able to say that and share that. Like I have a neighbor whose husband is furloughed as well, lost his job, and just to be able to share with them, even if it's simple things like microwavable popcorn. I mean, we don't need microwavable popcorn. It's something that you want, but being able to take them a basket of microwavable popcorn just to put a smile on their face, it's just
It's a little thing.
just
Something
makes
so
you
simple.
realize exactly how much the little things matter and how much God has blessed us with above and beyond what we need,
Mhm. Very, very true.
Yeah, I think it's definitely it definitely gives reason for pause, for many different reasons. It's like when one thing that I've heard like consistently through folks, whether they've lost their job or not, is that it's given them an opportunity to slow down that they would not have otherwise taken advantage of.
Right.
And then just taking more time to read your Bible or
really reflect on reflect.
What were you saying?
Just reflect on life and who you are and your purpose in life. You're not alone. People are not alone in this. So things, people are stressing about money. They're stressing about this, but everybody's going through the same thing right now. So this is not a time to go digging deep on like what's going to happen next, and thinking about tomorrow and the next day, really reflect on your life and why we are put here.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is I know that it's so easily be siloed, as I have to stay prayerful to remind myself I still need to check on people that don't call that often, that that they see every 3 or 4 months, that just reach out to them. And I've noticed when I'm doing that, it's really been a blessing to that person, that oh, I just really feel grateful that you took that time to call me.
All right.
And then I'm waiting for my U.S. Post Office. If you're listening, I need my stamps. So my stamps have not come, but I'm sending cards. So I'm waiting. I need my stamps so I can continue.
Well, the delivery services is lacking, Sister Connect. So you're gonna have to wait for the postage.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes.
Yes. I ordered my line from the post office, from the source. So,
That should be next day, please.
Waiting on the stamps.
Yeah. Well, I was really blessed this week. I have a friend who just sent me a postcard, a simple postcard.
Ooh, that's so nice.
And, yes. And it was just like, it just put such a huge smile on my face. And this is such a simple idea, but so meaningful and so big. Just in concept and emotion and feeling and just the fact that she thought about us. And this is a friend who I don't talk to often. I met her when Cody was born in the hospital, and our babies were roommates for like about 3 months. And so Sandy, if you're watching, hi and thank you, and I love you so much for that. So. But just a simple gesture like that. So long story short, I ordered postcards because I'm still on the idea.
That's a good idea.
That's a very good idea.
It is a good idea. I have a lot of card stock because I like to do crafts. So maybe I'll just take your ideas, Stacey.
We're trading ideas. Trading.
There you go.
But I think postcards would be nice because they're so old school.
Right.
Yes, and that was the whole thing. Like, it took a lot of thought just to find something that simple,
very thoughtful,
meaningful. It was just really, really nice. So,
and the other cool thing about postcards is that you don't have to write a lot on them either, too. I think
they give you a little space.
Yeah, and sometimes when I have cards, I'm just like, okay, no, I still have like a third of the page, so I write something in order, just write bigger.
Right. Make that a 72 font.
Right.
Put a heart.
Exactly.
Coloring heart.
Right. We need little graphics on the bottom of here. We're short on text, so.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. So I definitely think it's I think as long as we continue to be a blessing to someone else, I think that it helps us, like as much as well, as long as we keep doing that.
Right. Very true. Be a blessing to everyone.
Yes.
Blessed to be a blessing.
Yeah, that'd be a blessing. And the other thing is I started praying when I pray every morning is how I can be a blessing to somebody else. Asking the Lord to allow me to recognize those opportunities, because sometimes you don't even realize it. And then, sometimes I will be driving home like, oh, I could have done X, or, oh, you talk to that person a couple days later and you're like, oh, that was a missed opportunity. I could have done something else. Did any of you guys and my spouses group, we read Jesus is Calling? And you guys read that?
Oh, yes.
No, I haven't read that. You guys share that with me. I need to look that up. Amazon got that?
Yep, they have it. But then so do the free, the library has free audiobooks and all those kinds of things.
That's what I heard on the radio.
Yes. And movies too. You can get them and download and stream. Yes. So get the library cards out and
that's
the library resources, e-resources, and download all your stuff.
Shout out to the library and all the librarians listening.
Woo woo.
Anybody's into library science,
Right.
But yeah, so Jesus calling, you want your spirit convicted. You read that. But it's really good. It makes you stop and think. Just about, stop and think and just remember who's in charge of your life. So,
okay, I'm getting that.
Yeah, that makes it. Yeah, that makes it nice. So we'll have to do that. What about? So I was thinking about maybe it's time for us to go to Pretty Tea.
Pretty.
Oh, I gotta take my time.
1, 2, 3.
3. I did it.
All right.
All together.
So what I was thinking about, Anita, shout out to your great video. I thought that was a great video that you did
Thank you.
About, because I was like, a couple of things, like, I didn't know about it. I was like, and then the price points.
You see the price?
I was paying attention to the price points.
But what I typically do? I typically buy in travel sizes just to test them out first. Nobody wants to buy a big full size of something and you don't even know if you even like it or not. So I tend to buy travel sizes first, and then you graduate. It's crawl before you walk. There's levels to this.
Okay, so that's the tip of the day. You got it from Anita Frazier. Buy the travel size.
Buy the travel size first.
Yep,
exactly.
So that'll be one of our pretty tips for the day.
Yes.
Our tips for the day.
Yeah. But to kind of go with my video, there, disclaimer first.
Okay.
By no means am I a skincare expert or specialist. I do what's best for my skin. I suggest that you all do what's best for your skin. However, I do suggest that every woman should have a cleanser, a moisturizer, or a cleanser, toner, and a moisturizer with an SPF in it. Or you want to do a separate SPF and moisturizer.
That's like way
you got
too
it. You got
much.
it, Stacey. You got it.
That's way too much. That was like 4 things.
I do suggest that if you're going to be out in the sun, a lot of people, I'm black, I don't need sunscreen. Yes, you do.
Everybody needs
sunscreen. Everybody needs sunscreen, and it helps with blemishes and marks. So say if you got a blemish on your face or something, and you it creates like a dark mark. Going out in the sun makes it darker. So it's
but
good.
Isn't that a beauty mark? Like right here, that's a beauty mark.
There ain't no more.
That's beauty.
So for all my minimalists out there, I suggest you get products. A cleanser,
toner,
and a moisturizer with SPF. And if you don't want to buy a moisturizer and SPF.
Yes, you have. And that, I think definitely that's a misnomer. Black people think they do not need sunscreen.
They do not need sunscreen.
It'll minimize, your vitamin. Sun is vitamin D, right?
D.
You need to have some sunscreen.
You need to have the sunscreen.
And you may not see the results of that now, but
later on, okay, it will really help. Because I have very, very oily skin. Like I can fry chicken grease, fish grease. And people think you don't need moisturizer because I'm so oily, I don't need to put moisturizer on my face. No, that's why you need to put moisturizer, because your skin is overcompensating for that. You don't have oil, so it's pumping more oil out your face. So it's good to put moisturizer on your face, even if you have oily skin. Just a little tip for my oily girls out there. That's it. Miss Stacey, you got it? Ooh, she paused. Hello?
I think she's, I don't know.
I wet that washcloth.
And then
and I wipe the face, and then I put some baby oil in my hand. I do like this, and then it goes here, and then it goes all over the rest of my body. We good. We out the door. See?
I will say.
What happened to the soap? What happened to the soap?
It's
It
water.
wasn't no soap involved in that. It's just water and
you
a
gotta break the oil
washcloth.
Break the oil down. Break the dirt off.
I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna invest $2.82 in some facial cleanser,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna let y'all know the results.
But I
I'm gonna
will
use
say,
more than water for a week.
Stacey, you have wonderful skin.
Yeah,
From what I can see through the virtualness, you
Yes.
have beautiful skin. So that baby
That's
oil
what
doing
water does for you. That baby oil is
it.
popping.
Doing it.
With shea butter, with shea and cocoa. Baby
Yeah.
oil
Is that new?
popping.
You look beautiful in virtual land, sister. You look beautiful in virtual land.
Thank you.
But I think the other thing that Anita was mentioning is just the toner. You don't realize. I mean,
Yes.
like you use a makeup remover. It does not. It does not. I have used many different types of makeup. I have not found a makeup remover that removes everything. So you
Mhm.
still need to put that toner on to get the last bit of
Yeah.
that. residue.
That's why in my video I use that micellar water. That micellar water is cool. Woo, that's a really holy grail. Like say the day if I do wear makeup, I don't wear that often, but I wanted to get it clean off my face. So say you did like a makeup wipe, and then you get like a just a cotton pad with the micellar water. It literally gets everything off, all the residue off, all of it out. It's really, really good. You don't realize how much stuff is still left on your skin after you think you cleaned it.
Mhm.
It's still stuff there. Still stuff there. So those steps are really important.
Right. And then
the
Micellar
balance.
water.
you don't want
Can
to
you
be
spell
wasting
that for me, please? Micellar.
Yes, micellar. It is it is MICE
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
2 L's.
Double L. Okay.
Yes. AR. Micellar
AR.
water.
Okay. All right. Micellar water.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it costs more than $3, I ain't getting it though.
It does. So
Oh. I'm gonna borrow yours.
yeah,
We may,
I'll
we,
squirt you some alone.
we may have to start a fund
Go fund me.
for our sisters, GoFundMe page for our sisters' beauty regimen.
But I will say, you know, you can put all the topical stuff you want on your face all day, but it actually does start from within. It does, you know, it works from the inside out. So you need to hydrate, drink lots and lots and lots of water, and eating right, eating your vegetables. That will actually hydrate your face and give you that glow. You drinking a lot of water and you eating good, you'll tend to get that glow too. So it doesn't just work this topical. You have to work from the inside out.
That is
Okay.
And a lot of times I was reading, I don't know, some magazine, and I mean a reputable magazine, not, you know, I don't know. Anyway, so that if you sometimes when you have a headache, it could be because you're hot, you're dehydrated, and so you may not even have to take, you know, any type of you know, headache medicine. You could just be dehydrated.
No, that actually happened to me recently. I was like, oh my God, my head is hurting so bad. I was like, why is my head hurting? And I sat there and thought, I was like, wow, I haven't drank no water today. I like downed like a cup of water, and it was kind of like instant. My head stopped hurting. I was like, oh, how did he do it?
Yes,
right.
I'll drink some water. I'm gonna take her headache away.
Yes, because you've been dehydrated. You're calling up the main line, not drinking no water.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's true. That is.
Because I know a lot of people that's like, oh, I don't like water. Well, you get to like it.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, and I will say that it took me a while to just drink straight water. You know, I was already, you know, I would, well, because I would mix it with juice,
Yeah.
or I even try to put it in like soda sometimes, but
Right.
I just, well, because I didn't because I just, you know, I had gotten, you know, and it's so funny because when you're little, you know, that's your mother was always saying, drink some water, drink some water, drink some water.
Mhm.
And then somehow, as you know, not all of us, but some of us as adults, like myself, I got out of the habit of drinking water. But it's just, you just feel so much better, you know, when you know, drink that water. And especially now that I've actually like started to work out consistently, you don't drink water.
Yeah, you need the water. And it's good. I mean, you can infuse the water. You know, everybody's infusing their water now with like lemons, oranges, cucumber, mint. Yeah. So jazz it up. You see it in all kinds of places. Well, now like all the places are closed, but all little pockets of places, they had all kinds of infusions of water. So, and it helps with the taste, because a lot of people don't like the plain taste of water.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, when we would like be at annual conference, I would always take a picture of what they infuse the water with, so I could go home and do it.
I'm like, no, I'm filling my water bottle up with it.
Well, yeah, well, I wasn't gonna say, but that was afterwards.
I'm sorry. I said it for you.
I would do that and I fill my water
I
bottle.
said, let me go ahead and take some of this.
That's what it's
I just need a little bit, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, that's what it's here for. Take that. Let's
Mhm.
take that. Yeah, we'll just take just a tad bit of water. But yeah, so just like what I used to when everything was open, like you said, Anita, would just go and I would take pictures. I'm gonna try it at home. There was this type up the street from me, which I thought was interesting. So they had apples. Apple is not something you can see.
No, we don't think to infuse
Water.
apple.
They use apples, oranges, and lemons.
Ooh,
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you take
Which I was surprised. The apple didn't look, you know how like apples, typically
like
like
be brown.
yeah,
Mhm.
it still was aesthetically pleasing at that time. So
Oh.
yeah.
Because sometimes when that just be simmering in the water, I'm like, it could be turning. It'll turn.
right?
Age, it will age.
It ages rapidly.
It will age up in there.
It's
I have to try that.
It's gonna be apple cider.
It's gonna be apple.
right. It's a little vinegary.
Right. Little fermented.
Mm-hmm.
But no, pineapple water is good too. I saw pineapple and that's good. That's
Yeah.
delicious.
Pineapple's good, and like watermelon cucumber is good.
Mm-hmm. That is.
Watermelon.
That make you want to.
Ugh.
Oh, and watermelon
You know-
is Stacey's favorite. If you guys ever want to get Stacey something, get her some watermelon. It's her fave.
No.
No.
No, I will disown you for life.
You don't like. Wait, let's talk about it. You don't like watermelon anything?
He doesn't like ketchup either.
Watermelon, anything.
Hold
He doesn't
on.
like ketchup
No
either.
ketchup. If ketchup touches one of my fries, I'm throwing them all out.
I'm like, how do you not like
I have a
ketchup?
question. I have a question. Somebody call me.
Okay,
Yeah.
Anita.
Do you like tomatoes? I'm gonna hang up and
Yeah,
say
I
yes.
had tomatoes today. I had tomatoes today on my sandwich. Sliced them up, put them on my sandwich.
You just don't like
give me any
them
ketchup.
processed into ketchup.
Well, I have like a McDonald's cheeseburger. Them nasty things, I have to have ketchup on that. But like ketchup on stuff, like your French fries or your hot dog or something like that.
Like everybody, let us know. Do you like ketchup?
Do you like
How many of you out
Do
there
you like
are
tomatoes?
with me on the ketchup?
Do you like tomatoes and not ketchup? Okay, that was like me back in the day. I used to not like cucumbers, but I love pickles. Like I love
Right.
pickles, but I used to hate cucumbers. But then I learned that cucumber is a pickle. It's a vinegar. It's like a vinegar. All the soaked up cucumber.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then I started liking cucumbers. But now I like both. But I used to hate cucumbers. Hate it. So maybe we should dabble
Yeah,
back
well,
into
that
ketchup.
watermelon, I will die before I eat some watermelon.
Why?
Watermelon and like ketchup, I don't like it, but it doesn't do that to me. But that watermelon,
Really?
I don't
See, I
know.
don't like watermelon flavored things. The watermelon flavored things are nasty to me because I feel like watermelon doesn't really is not good to be flavored with things. But watermelon in its rawest form, yeah, I'll do it. But like watermelon flavored juice, coconut water,
But it's-
no, that I won't do.
It's usually not real watermelon.
Exactly. But then,
Oh.
the coconut. Do you guys like coconut water?
Yes, I have fresh coconut water. I crack it open with my Cocoa Jack, and I sit there and I drink my fresh coconut water with a straw.
That's one thing I want to love so bad because everybody drinks it, looks so quenching and just so nice. I go drink it, I'm like, holy, it is not good. It's
But you
not
can
good.
add something to it to make it taste a little better. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Okay,
Right
yeah.
along.
Do that for the Sister Talk after hours.
Let it go out of the atmosphere.
Yeah, but they have a watermelon coconut water, and I just think it's the nastiest thing. It tastes like dirt.
Oh,
It's nasty. It's
Wow.
not good.
That's pretty
But I
strong.
don't like.
that sounds
Yeah.
gross.
But I don't like watermelon. I don't like coconut water, and I don't really like the water. It's like literally you squeeze. Say you squeeze the juice of a watermelon. Like watermelon tastes like it's like water. So why would you? I don't. No thanks. It's not good. Note to self. If y'all see it, don't get it.
Okay, so the next time I see you guys, and when we're not physical distancing, I'm bringing watermelon, coconut water. I'm bringing ketchup.
And I know what I'm bringing. I'm bringing a little yellow car in the middle of a San Francisco street.
Ooh, that's
Moving right along.
up until this
Wait, I was saying.
how Stacey.
Wait, that means something.
Well, that's when Stacey took me to San Francisco. We all went to San Francisco for Stacey's birthday. She tried to kill me.
What? How's she gonna kill you?
She did. We'll
She
put that
didn't
one.
speak to me the whole trip.
Okay,
yeah.
we'll pause.
That'll
We'll table
be
that
my-
right now. We'll table
That'll
that
be
right
my.
now.
Be my story.
That's the after show too.
Yeah, that'll be my sipping on spirituality. How God saved me. So
I'm excited to hear.
yeah, we'll talk about that next time. So I think
Okay.
maybe we'll let Killer Stacey start with affirmations.
I thank God for her not really killing you.
Positivity.
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 That's
So,
nice.
I bet it is. So this week, we're going to talk about some positivity, and we're going to talk about. Let me make sure I get it right. I'm reading my little book.
Okay, what book is it? We can't see that. So
M-Co-T. Okay, and so what I'm going to read to you, what I'm going to share with you today for positivity is about activity constipation. Do you need a spiritual enema?
that makes me
That's the
squirm.
question
I
for
know, my
today.
that one in my spine.
Yes, do you need a spiritual enema? So, when the devil's got that anxiety noose around your neck, he's rocking the stoop. Try some of these ants milting tips. So I'm going to pick one, and it's choose your focus. So she has a number of ants milting tips in her book, but the one that I'm choosing tonight is choose your focus. Actually, choose three. Only 3 areas of ministry, such as family, your job, your BFF time, Bible study group, like being consistent with that, your personal mission, meeting the new neighbors, maybe virtually or shouting them out as you're walking down the street or something like that during our season right now. Choose 3 to focus on this week. Pray about which you choose and then make a decision. Write them down. Say no to everything else. That's right. N-O to everything else. Next week, repeat the process. Stick to your focus priorities. Your stress will be drastic, and you might even find a little extra breathing space. Hey, sometimes we simply must unclog our constipated calendar with an activity enema. Helpful hint, when you're praying about priorities, the wrong question to ask is, are you with me on this, Lord? Instead ask, am I with you on this, Lord? Listen for his answers. They come in unexpected and diverse ways. It's often in life's incidental moments that Jehovah speaks the loudest. So I just want to share that with you today.
I like that.
For a little bit of positivity. And in a moment, look, I'm gonna try to share my screen because I did a little wheel, a positivity wheel. Okay. And on that positivity wheel, I have some choices. I just put 4 little choices on there today about
Creative.
So creative. Can you give me some of that? I wasn't born with a creative
oh my
gene.
goodness.
I don't think.
I'm gonna pass it on. So
Oh,
here's my little positivity wheel. And
Ooh.
I put Bible study, write every day because I'm still in the writing process, the final writing processes of my dissertation. Write letters to friends and walk at least 3 days a week. So
I
this is
like
a little fun
that.
activity.
Ooh, stand.
oh, visual graphics. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like I know.
And it gave me walk at least
Yeah,
3
like-
days a week. So that's one of my choices, one of the things that I'm going to put on my list this week, if God says so, because of course I haven't prayed about it. I just put these choices on my wheel.
Mhm.
Stacey, where can we find this wheel? I want to do one. How can I
Yeah.
do it?
How can we do that? Stacey?
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah, how,
The
how-
app, I'm sorry, that site is, you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
WillDecide.com.
Will
WH.com.
decide.
can you spell it wheel like the actual wheel?
Yes, WHEELDECIDE.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
.com. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm also going
I
to write
did.
every day according to the wheel.
I did.
I enjoyed that a lot.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And I like that the wheel is not very complicated, that you didn't
It's
put
very
like,
simple.
6 or 8 choices
Right.
on that.
Yeah.
I think that's really helpful because then, I think you can also overthink and overwhelm yourself with process. One thing I'm doing in my office is that we send out a weekly email from our CEO, and I always put at the bottom some kind of infographic. And one of the self-care options this week was I think it was like 16 things to try for self-care, so you can pick like whatever.
Oh,
And one of them was don't overthink it. Stop.
I love that.
I like that. Yeah.
I think it's so easy, to like I was thinking about your wheel, and I was thinking it would be so easy, for us to be, putting 12 and 14 choices.
Right. Let's
Right.
go put 20.
Right. And then, and then it
It's
just
very
gets so
simple.
overwhelming, you don't do anything. What is how many
That's true.
days did they say it take? Is it 21 days for you to
To create a habit.
to
Mhm.
create a habit?
Yeah,
yeah.
21.
So that
I like that. I'm doing that. I'm about to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
it.
it.
I'll write it down.
So maybe what we should do, maybe we can do it our next segment when we have our next segment. We could share our wheels.
Yes. I
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, we could share our wheels. And then we could ask people that are listening if they've done wheels. They could put something in the comment section in about
Awesome.
Yeah, I love that. I like that. I'm really excited about that.
Do any of you guys have affirmations? I thought since we actually, praise God that our time actually we had video, we had we
The
had
devil
sound, everything.
failed.
Does anybody did anybody have like an affirmation that they use or that they would like to share?
You have one, Stacey? I think I have one.
Well, it's not really an affirmation, but it's more of something that I share with my children.
Okay.
I gotta get one too.
Okay.
I just thought it just came to me. Go see.
Where I just make sure that I tell them, and I tell my mother and my father-in-law, my family every day that I love them, and they know that one of my most favorite cereals, besides Honey Bunches of Oats, is also Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So I always tell them, I love you, whole bunch of munches, like cinnamon toast and crunches. And they know when I say that is like the ultimate amount of love.
Mhm.
So I say that, and then I remind myself too that I love myself too, which is very important because you have to take care of yourself, your sanity, and love yourself before you can be any good for anybody else.
Anybody else?
So
That is facts. Yeah.
yep. And just, being mindful of, God's commandment to love our neighbor as ourselves, and so in everything I do, I try to exude that. Even if I don't like you, because there are some people who I don't like, some people I can't stand, but I still have a responsibility to love them. I don't have to like you to love you. My responsibility is to love you. So just reminding myself all the time that I have a responsibility to love my neighbors. So
you said you have
I do. I don't know how I forgot it. Every time before my feet hit the floor in the morning, I say something good is going to happen to me and something good is going to happen through me.
Amen.
I believe I got that from some devotional that I always read, but that when you wake up, before your feet hit the floor, that is something, along with your prayers, that's something that I say every morning.
Ooh, I like that.
Like it a lot.
So, thank you.
Well, I have one that I found. I noticed that when that I think every 5 to 7 years I change. I think that I've like some relationships, you know that like some people in your life for a season, they're not going to be there, forever. And I think that as I grow, that some people, were in your life for a little while and then, they're not, or you find that you go on or don't have, the same types of, common interests anymore. And then also, it's very important to think about, we're always pouring into someone else, but we have to think what people are inadvertently or advertently pouring into us. So I found this on an affirmation for women of color from Queen's Company website. And it reads, I will surround myself with positive people. If there's anyone in my life that tries to disturb or threaten my peace, I will compassionately remove them from my space and focus on the souls who I share a genuine concern with. And I thought that was so powerful because I like the fact that, I have, when I teach not Bible study, we don't want to do that. When I teach school, I'll talk to kids about, that your spirituality is like a garden. And what happens, like, especially when we just had Earth Day, when we would meet, I would tell them, it's just like a garden. What happens if you don't water that plant that, you got from wherever? It's going to die. Or what happens when, if you have a yard and part of your chores are you have to go out and pull the weeds? Well, your Christianity and your spiritual walk is the same way. So you have to prune your tree and you have to pull out the weeds. And those weeds are people that aren't for you and support you.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, and it's okay. And that's what your spiritual, that's what your spirituality is, a walk.
True.
You have to, it's like a garden. It's like your relationship. You got to put work into it, because if you don't, one morning you get up and you get busy and you forget to pray, and next thing you know, you're not praying at all when you get up in the morning.
Well, that's what it's saying. You are the company you keep. Is that it?
Yeah.
You really gotta watch the circle you have around you. I realized as I got older, I'm this millennial, my 30s. I realized, the friends that you had in like my 20s, they're not the same people that I have now. And I had to be okay with that. And I realized, I was like, wow, I had to really be okay with, like, these friends were not meant for me. They were going a whole different route than I was intended to go. And that's okay to leave them there. I wish nothing but the best for those people, but this is what I'm doing.
Right.
And then better people will come around me that need to be there, and that will help me grow.
Right. And I think, and that's a blessing, because God will put people in your life at a particular time. We just need to be aware at that to do. Right. But we only have a couple more minutes. I just want to give thanks to my sisters. I want to thank to our producer, Benny Mayberry, aka Beardy B. And I want a special shout out to my sister.
I don't have mine.
I forgot mine. I forgot mine. And a special shout out to my sister, Stacy. She is the one, when I had asked for help, when I asked for help for her and Anita to help me host this segment, Stacy, God gave her this dream of the four segments of reality, and I think it's just very important to just say thank you and to
give us some praise, everybody.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. And so I think with that, does anybody want to have any closing comments since we all forgot our mask?
Yeah, I'm look.
Well, I think Stacey's already gone to sleep. I think
Yeah, she go. Hers with the nerve to have little bangs.
I know. Eyelashes. I can't believe that eyelashes. Oh, but I think one thing we also need to remember is what did we decide our mantra is going to be? Be encouraged.
Encourage love.
Encourage love.
Be encouraged.
Look, we can't sit on the same level. We can't.
Wait. Be encouraged.
Be
and encourage love.
There you go.
Yes, and know
Boom,
that the three of us, the four of us, the five of us, the six of us, however many out there, knowing that we love you and we know that you should be loving other people as you love yourself.
Amen.
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 And so I think we may have like 1 or 2 minutes before we get cut off.